Well, much of Africa's leadership was in Rome on Wednesday for the first Italy-Africa ministerial conference. More than 40 foreign ministers took part in the meeting, which discussed Libya, extremism and the migration crisis. Moussa Faki Mahamat, president of the African Union Council, urged more to be done to help increase security in Libya, the departure point for many of the migrant boats. He warned that Islamic State membership in Libya was on the rise. Italy's President Sergio Mattarella insisted the focus on of the response to the worst migration crisis in Europe since World War II must be the lives and safety of migrants. Now, for more on the conference, reporter Josephine McKenna joins us live via Skype from Rome. Now, Josephine, first tell us really, what did this conference achieve? There were quite a number of things on the table.
Well, there was a lot of talk about immigration and building economic links and friendship between Italy and African countries. There were members of around 40 countries represented, as well as, of course, the Italian President Sergio Mattarella and the Italian Prime Minister Matteo Renzi. As you said earlier, President Mattarella wanted to stress the relations, the close relations between the African countries and Italy, saying no to walls and barriers, while the Prime Minister, Mr. Renzi, wanted to stress that Africa was an opportunity and not a threat. And that is also part of his compact. He's made a proposal to the European Union to put more money, put more financial incentives and investment into African countries to try and help them, to try and build the economies and to try and discourage Africans from making that perilous journey across the Mediterranean and coming to Europe.
Now, Josephine, you know, some of these things are known. They've been discussed many times on many forums. Was there any specific thing that was kind of suggested in a concrete fashion in how to really resolve some of these problems?
Perhaps that's what was missing from the end of today. It was only a one-day meeting, so perhaps it's a little bit ambitious to assume that there would be a dramatic conclusion. But it was an opportunity for the parties to meet to discuss issues like climate change, terrorism and immigration, which is, of course, a big issue for Italy at the moment.
Now, very quickly, any monies pledged specifically, like a number, in dealing with some of these issues?
Well, Matteo Renzi, the Italian Prime Minister, has asked the European Union for more financial aid to go to African countries. They're still talking about how that could possibly be worked out and financed. But in the meantime, Prime Minister Renzi wanted to emphasise that there's 38 billion euros worth of trade between Italy and Africa. And he sees that as a point of departure, an opportunity to try and build those economic relationships and try and help countries.
Well, Josephine, thank you very much for the updates. Josephine McKenna reporting live via Skype from Rome.